Hello everybody, so I recently made a video about the GTA 6 situation, and I'm really glad to see so many people relating to my perspective on that. That being that I kind of just am cheering on for the AAA gaming industry to just crash and burn and eventually rebuild itself once it's ready to actually start serving us gamers. Because that's what I've been feeling recently. I've been feeling like the gaming industry, at least the AAA section, they are only really for investors and critics and maybe also casual gamers, which there's nothing wrong with being a casual gamer, obviously. But my point in that video is that I no longer think that the AAA gaming industry is for me. And it's cool that my opinion on that was so relatable to other gamers. And it's a topic that I am so very passionate about because it's one of my favorite hobbies in the world, and seeing physical media go away for good, game prices going up to $100, it's just sad, and I am passionate about talking about this, while at the same time not trying to be like the arbiter of morality and judging you if you want to buy the game. People on my side disagree with me on this. I don't think you're a bad person for buying GTA. Do whatever you want. It's not worth the money for me, but if you want to buy a $100 video game, go ahead. I'm not your dad, you can do it. But I did want to respond to some of the more funny comments I got under that video, because I really didn't think that GTA 6 fans were really this dense about gaming and just discourse in general. Like, I feel like people are just so bad faith with discourse on the internet, which I know it's not any individual's fault, that's just the environment that is online. But I just wanted to make one final video about this topic because I still find it interesting and I do want to engage with these specific comments. Obviously, comments that are just like insulting me, I didn't really get any of those, but I got some comments that are just, in my opinion, just so dense that I just want to like rant about them. And I won't be showing any names because I don't want you guys to fucking harass people who leave comments. It's just not cool. At the end of the day, it's gaming. It's really not that serious. But yeah, I do want to clarify right before we get into talking about comments, this is going to be the last video I make about this topic, at least for now, because I guess part of me does understand why someone would click on my video and see that it's getting a lot of views, getting a lot of attention, and they're saying to themselves, oh, this is obviously one of those like grifty commentary channels that's just going to buy the game anyway. But I will not be buying the game anyway. My dad will be buying the game, but I myself, no, I don't like GTA that much to pay $100, even $80, especially when it's not the finished game. But yeah, enough of that ranting. Let's get to some of the comments that I wanted to respond to. Again, no harassing in the comments. I'm going to try and respond in a dignified way that doesn't involve ad hominems or strawmans or anything. So let's begin. Okay, so the first comment actually does kind of grind my gears. It says, I get it, but any new things or rules take time to get used to. So give it time and you wouldn't miss it at all. Same happened when discs took over vinyls to play music back in 90s. Crying face. Nobody liked it to begin with, but then everybody loved it and now everyone downloads music and discs are almost gone. Same thing happening in gaming industries. You will get used to it and probably one day wish they would have done this way sooner. Okay, so is this guy wrong? He's not fully wrong, but what he is wrong about is that I will get used to it because I will not. I will never accept a digital only future for gaming. I'll say it right here. This is my true opinion. I would rather never buy a game again than buy digital-only games. If you saw my latest video, you know that I bought 19 retro physical games at Too Many Games, which is a convention I went to, and it was awesome. I would just rather buy retro games than buy digital modern games. I mean, there are certain games on Steam that I will buy digital because I like Steam as a service, but I often buy a physical version too on the side, like I did with indie games like Hollow Knight, Gravity Circuit. I'll be buying the Silksong physical once that comes out. So I guess if a game is really good and really cheap, I will buy a digital version on my PC and then buy a physical later. But I'm especially not going to stick around in an industry where the option for a physical isn't even there. I just don't care. I have thousands of games to play and I'm not going to buy GTA 6 physical only. I'm not going to get used to it and I'm not going to accept it. You can accept it if you want, that's fine, but I'm not going to and no one's going to make me. So we got another comment saying the same thing. I agree with everything you said, but come on, you will buy it eventually 100%. Again, no, I'm not going to buy GTA 6. Do I like Rockstar games as video games? Yes, I love Red Dead Redemption 2. I liked GTA 5. In fact, the original Red Dead Redemption is my favorite game ever made. But I don't need GTA 6. I'm genuinely not tempted in the slightest, like literally not at all. It doesn't help we haven't even seen fucking gameplay of this fucking game yet, but still, like, I'm completely fine with skipping GTA 6. Now, as for the you will buy it eventually, If they make a physical, I will, assuming it's still priced decently. Like, let's say 10 years from now, there is a physical for 40 bucks. I will buy that because it's worth my money now. Like, is this a crazy concept? If GTA 6 makes changes that ends up being worth my money, I'll buy it. Is that not how it's supposed to work? Okay, here's a comment that I really don't understand the thought process of. So this guy says, you want the industry to burn that you helped build by supporting Sony or Microsoft. You demand the best hardware while mock Nintendo for making cheaper consoles. Okay, so I really don't understand the logic here, because he's saying like, oh yeah, you helped build this industry that you're now saying you want to burn. I mean, yeah, I helped build it when the games were worth my money in the early 2010s when the PlayStation 3 was getting a bunch of price cuts. My family got ourselves a new PS3 during that time because it was worth the money. And now the PlayStation 5 went up by 150 bucks 6 years after launch. Whether you want to blame like RAM prices and AI and stuff, at the end of the day, it's not the consumer's fault. At the end of the day, the price is still going up and the console is still not worth the money. So whatever you want to blame it on, like especially like the Steam machine being absurdly expensive, at the end of the day, the price is being pushed upon the consumer and it's not worth the price. Also, about like mocking Nintendo for making cheaper consoles, I've never done that. Have I ever mocked Nintendo for making less powerful consoles? Honestly, I truly believe after all of the crazy discourse that has followed the Nintendo Switch 2 over the past year, I honestly believe that that's probably the best deal on the market right now. $500 for a decent console that's portable and has good exclusives. I think it's totally fair to not like the Switch 2 and to criticize the Switch 2, but I honestly think that might be my preferred console on the market, at least right now. So again, like, I'm entirely open-minded to whatever console you think is the best, but like at the end of the day, all of these sections of AAA deserve so much criticism right now, and just because I supported gaming in the past doesn't mean I don't have the right to not want to buy stuff now. Anyway, let's move on. So this guy says, I'm going to buy it for 80 bucks. I don't like the direction gaming is heading, but I don't think there's anything we can do to stop it. Once again, if you want to buy this game, I don't have anything against you, and I'm just making a decision for myself, and I wanted to talk about it because I was passionate about the conversation. So I'm always glad to see people like this just having their opinion in the comments, even if it's different than mine, because again, like, it's totally fair to think there's not anything we can do to stop gaming from going this path, but I'm just not interested in gaming at all if it goes down this path to begin with, so I'm not going to pay my money for the game. If gaming goes down the route of all digital future, I'm just not going to buy the games. Again, like, occasionally I'll buy digital games on Steam and then maybe get a physical copy later, but it's because Steam is a good service for me because it's very cheap and they don't try to gaslight you into thinking you own the game. They actually outright say that you own a license. So yeah, totally fair to buy GTA if you really, really want it. I get it. For me, I'm always going to stick to my word and I'm not going to buy it unless they make some changes to where it's actually worth my money. All right, guys, so this is it. This is the worst comment I got on this video. This comment, I'm not kidding, I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years, and this might actually be the worst comment I've ever seen in my comment section. Again, don't try to go down and find it yourself. It's just not worth it. It's unnecessary. It's rude. But just lay your eyes on how bad this comment is. So it starts by saying, how are people unhappy about this? This game costs billions to make. It deserves to be more expensive. Do you guys not have jobs? I am legitimately confused. Now just listen to this. This is where it gets really bad. I would honestly pay $1,000 for GTA 6 and anything else Rockstar makes. Oh my goodness. That's horrible. Like, every part of this comment I like vehemently disagree with. So to address the first point, this game costs billions to make. It deserves to be more expensive. Okay, it's not my fucking job to budget for a company. Just because they chose to make this game so expensive doesn't mean that I should just go along with paying as much money as they want me to pay. Do you not understand how fucking ridiculous that is? And also the point where he says, do you guys not have jobs? I am in a privileged spot financially compared to a lot of other Americans right now because our country is going down the shitter because our government cares more about protecting pedophiles and putting data centers everywhere than they do making the economy good. But regardless, I'm doing pretty well financially and I don't want to buy GTA 6 because it's not worth my money. You can have a job while still saying no to a product that's not worth the money. Just because you are worse with your finances than other people doesn't mean other people are broke. This is also just completely out of touch because people are struggling, man. To say like, do you guys not even have jobs? Americans are trying their hardest right now and still barely making by. They can't go out and buy a $100 video game. If I'm to make my own assumption, maybe you're somebody who doesn't have kids and you think that everybody has the same type of financial ability as you. But again, he also says, I would honestly pay $1,000 for GTA 6 and anything else Rockstar makes. Again, I like Rockstar's video games. I love the Red Dead Redemption games. I enjoyed GTA 5. Still, I would not pay $100 for any of their games they ever released. And I think to say that you would pay $1,000 for GTA 6, you can do whatever you want, but I have the right to think that you're insane for that. And also, this is not something you want companies to know about you. Like, hey guys, I'm over here, I'll buy $1,000 for your overpriced game. You seem totally cucked to Rockstar Games. Like, I would honestly not be surprised if you were at Rockstar Games headquarters right now supporting them from under the desk, because this is just crazy, man. I'm going to move on, but what a disappointing comment. This one was really bad. I want to end the video with a final comment, and this one I actually agree with. It says, remember, a purchase is a vote. We voted the industry into being this way. Never, never, never buy digital anything. Unless it's dirt cheap, there's no other way to play it, and it's simply killing you to play the game. But even then, there are so many great games out there that you haven't played. Digital purchases are destructive. Now, I personally am inclined to agree with this, and even though I am not going to morally judge you for buying GTA 6, I am going to vote with my wallet and not buy it because I don't consider it worth the money. So just let me know in the comments what you think about this situation. In conclusion, if you want to buy GTA 6, that's fine, but you do not have to go around defending Rockstar for an obviously bad decision, which is not having a physical and charging $80 for an unfinished part of the game, and the actual finished part of the game is $100. Now, in terms of other comments I received, there was a lot of whataboutism arguments like, oh, when Rockstar does this, it's a bad thing, but when other companies do this, it's fine. Like, no, that's obviously not true. If a company like Ubisoft makes a bunch of really bad decisions, everybody always jumps on them for it. No AAA company in gaming is immune to criticism. It's just when the biggest and most successful ones do the worst stuff, they tend to be the ones that are talked about the most. And right now it's Rockstar Games. Unfortunately, there's really no reasoning with certain people from the Rockstar Games community because they feel the desperate need to justify the products that they're buying. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to hate you for buying the game, but some people will hate on you for buying GTA 6. And at the end of the day, that's how the internet works. Nobody is above being hated or being criticized on the internet, but I think how you respond to that hate and criticism is what shows people your true character and emotional intelligence when engaging with discourse. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments.